Hey there, and welcome back to SSP Crack Exams. I'm Anuradha, and in today's session, I'm going to tell you about certain important personality traits that you will find in top military officers. As you know, the personality traits and characteristics of service members differ greatly from those of the average civilians. We have in a lifetime may have come across some moments when our intuition has told us that certain individuals must be from the defense forces. What things did our sixth sense catch? Well, the answer is simple. Service members do share a number of mannerisms, beliefs, traits, and perceptions that make them stand out of the crowd of ordinary men and women. So, what are these traits and characteristic personality that draw the line? Well, let's find out. But before that, let me tell you now that if you want to pursue the defense competitive examination preparation from the comfort of your home, you can log on to our website sspcrackexams.com and check out the courses which have been exclusively designed for various defense exams. We also have our YouTube channel SSB Crack Exams, our Instagram page by the same name, our Twitter page, and you can now follow them all and log on to learn.sspcrackexams.com to find out more about different kinds of subscriptions to these courses which will help you ace the different defense competitive exams. We also have our mobile app, so you can now download our mobile app from the Google Play Store. So let's start with the first personality trait that you'll find in a top military officer, and that is confidence. Top military officers often have an air of self-assuredness and poise, a purposeful and swift stride, eye contact with strangers, and a head held high with a slight controlled swivel is a dead giveaway that a confident soldier, sailor, airman, or marine is in the area. The army expects its officers to have the confidence to make a good decision in flexible and often changing environments. This skill goes hand in hand with the expectation that army officers possess good problem solving skills and intelligence. Number two trait is directness. During the first days of recruit training, military leaders teach the new troop how to communicate quickly, clearly, and without self doubt or ambiguity. For those not familiar with this type of communication, the service member may be viewed as abrasive, impatient, or even rude. For those who know, it's a great way to get tasks completed within a stipulated deadline and use available time efficiently. Number three trait is service before self. Putting the group before the person is an important aspect of military culture. Many civilians have difficulty understanding this level of personal sacrifice embraced through all ranks and branches of the military. Number 4. Discipline. Warfare is chaotic and is a major source of stress for both enlisted and commissioned soldiers alike. Thus, officers must be specially capable of keeping a cool head under these circumstances and use a great deal of self-discipline in the face of danger. As a leader, an officer that does not have the self-discipline to stay level-headed in battle could put his subordinates in danger and incite panic in the ranks. Learning to follow orders and strict rules is also a key aspect of a military personality. Number 5. Intelligence and intellect. The armed force expects that its soldiers be of above average intelligence due to the simple fact that officers take on a greater amount of responsibility in planning and executing missions. Critical thinking, innovation, and problem solving skills are vital in the army. Hence, a top army officer possesses these traits in his or her personality. The next personality trait is physical fitness. The army expects its officers to be not only mentally fit but physically as well. Military activity often puts a great deal of both physical and mental stress on soldiers, and the army expects its officers to be physically fit enough to overcome any tiredness or exhaustion. A high level of physical fitness prevents decision-making ability from being clouded in times of stress or exertion. The next trait to be found is team player. In the military, everything is a team effort. Selecting the right people to join the team contributes immensely to achieving high quality teamwork. The right selection leads to winning teams. Therefore, a top military officer is a great judge of a person's character. Once selecting the right persons for the job, the officer plays a vital role as the team player to create a positive environment, develop others, and steward the profession. Among many talents expected of army officers, they should explore, learn, and develop individual skills and talents to get the job done using the right mindsets over skill sets. The next one is courage, loyalty, and integrity. Courage, without any doubt, is expected of any army officer. Therefore, it is one of the most dominant personality traits in a top military officer. The officer, besides being brave and courageous, should also be truthful and honest. Speaking the truth, being honest with the team members, and treating each of them with integrity help the officer to build trust with his colleagues and getting the job done. The next trait is respect. Now, while officers outrank their enlisted counterparts and therefore hold lawful authority over them, the army expects leaders to respect their subordinates and to ensure their well being. As leaders, officers find themselves in command of groups of soldiers ranging in number from 10 to over 40,000. To effectively control such groups, officers must earn the loyalty of their troops by showing them respect and protecting them from undue harm. The last but not the least is dedication. While serving, an army officer is pushed to obtain the unreachable. He is needed to get his hands dirty and do tasks sometimes outside of his scope. Hence, a strong dedication and drive is needed in an officer to push himself much more than he is expected to achieve. Therefore, iron will and absolute dedication also help build a top military officer's characteristic personality. So, the next time you find your sixth sense telling you that a person is from the armed forces, try matching any or all of these traits with the personality of that person. However, if you dream to get into the force yourself, try embedding these characteristic traits in yourself to feel the part of a top military officer. Jai Hind.